The Diary of an African Husband. Episode: A New Beginning. The morning sun shone brightly as Ada stood at the window, gazing out at the world beyond. The rains had passed, and the air felt fresh, as if everything had been renewed. Kunle, dressed in a simple white shirt and black trousers, entered the room with a cup of tea in his hand. "Good morning," he said softly, placing the cup on the table next to her. Ada turned to him, her expression serene but thoughtful. "Good morning," she replied, smiling faintly. "It's strange how the world can feel so different after a storm, isn't it?" Kunle nodded, his eyes locking onto hers. "Yes, but that's the beauty of life, isn't it? The storm passes, and what's left is a clearer view, a new beginning." Ada smiled, a feeling of peace washing over her. "I've been thinking a lot lately. About us. About everything." Kunle's heart skipped a beat. "What about us?" Ada stepped closer, taking his hands in hers. "I feel like we've been through so much, but I also feel like we're just getting started. We've learned so much, and now it's time to put it to good use." Kunle's face softened, and he kissed her forehead. "I'm ready for whatever comes next." A few days later, Ada and Kunle sat with Funmi at their dining table, discussing their next steps. Funmi was deep in thought, a notebook open in front of her, scribbling down ideas. "I've been thinking about what you said," Funmi said, looking up at Ada. "About helping others, counseling couples. I think it's a great idea. We've been through enough to know that no one should go through these things alone." Kunle smiled. "Exactly. And we've learned so much about ourselves, our marriage, and the strength of family. We can help others find the same peace we've found." The conversation flowed smoothly as they mapped out their plans for the future. Ada felt a renewed sense of purpose, as if the struggles of the past had finally brought her to a place where she could make a difference. As the afternoon faded into evening, the three of them went outside to sit in the garden. Titi ran around with a ball, her laughter filling the air. "Look at her," Ada said, her heart swelling with pride. "She's so full of life, so innocent. I want to protect her from all the pain we've gone through, but I also want her to learn the strength that comes with overcoming challenges." Kunle wrapped an arm around her shoulder. "She'll learn, and we'll be there to guide her, just as we've been learning ourselves." A week later, they hosted their first couples seminar in the community. The small room was filled with people, young couples eager to learn and older couples looking for guidance. Ada and Kunle stood together at the front, smiling at the crowd. "Thank you all for coming," Ada began, her voice calm yet confident. "We know that marriage is not easy, but it is beautiful. It's a journey, a partnership, and through that journey, you learn more about yourself, your partner, and life." Kunle added, "We've been through our fair share of struggles, but those struggles taught us the most important lesson of all. Love is about understanding, patience, and commitment. It's about facing life together, no matter what it throws your way." As the seminar continued, Ada and Kunle shared stories of their own marriage, of the hardships, the healing, and the growth. They spoke openly about their mistakes, their fears, and how they managed to work through them together. One couple raised their hands, asking how they managed to find peace after so much conflict. Ada paused for a moment before answering. "Peace comes from within," she said, her voice steady. "It's not something you can force or fake. It comes when you're willing to listen, to forgive, and to grow together." As the session came to a close, many people approached Ada and Kunle, thanking them for their honesty and wisdom. Some even asked for follow-up sessions, eager to learn more. "I never thought I'd be able to help others like this," Ada said, her eyes shining. "But now I see how important it is. We're not just helping people fix their marriages. We're helping them build strong foundations so they can grow together." Kunle smiled, feeling a deep sense of satisfaction. "And we're growing too. This is just the beginning." The next few months were filled with seminars, workshops, and even one-on-one counseling sessions. Ada and Kunle were busy, but they were happier than ever. Their marriage was stronger than it had ever been, and they could see the positive impact they were making on the lives of others. One evening, after a long day of work, Ada and Kunle sat together in their living room, exhausted but content. Titi had just gone to bed, and the house was quiet. "Can you believe how far we've come?" Ada asked, resting her head on Kunle's shoulder. Kunle stroked her hair gently. "I know. It feels like a lifetime ago that we were struggling to even talk to each other." Ada smiled. "But we made it through. And now we're helping others do the same." Kunle squeezed her hand. "We've built something beautiful, not just for us, but for everyone we've touched." Ada looked up at him, her eyes full of love and gratitude. You're right, and we'll keep building, no matter what happens. A few weeks later, Ada received a call from a woman named Clara, a young mother who had attended one of their seminars. Thank you, Clara said over the phone. I don't think you understand just how much your words meant to me. I was on the verge of giving up, but now I see that there's hope. Ada felt a lump form in her throat. I'm so glad to hear that. You're not alone, Clara. Keep fighting for your marriage. That night, Ada and Kunle lay in bed, reflecting on how far they had come. We've been through so much, Ada whispered. But I wouldn't change a thing. Kunle kissed her forehead. Neither would I. Every challenge, every obstacle, has brought us to where we are today. The future looked bright. Ada and Kunle had found a new purpose in helping others. And in doing so, they had strengthened their bond. They had weathered their own storms. And now they were helping others find their way through the rain.